Did you get your free language gifts of the month yet? Download them now before they expire in the next few days. First, the top 25 questions you need to know cheat sheet. This PDF gives you 25 questions all beginners need to know for conversations. Download it now. Second, practice writing greetings for absolute beginners. If you're learning the language and still don't know the greetings, that's a problem. And this PDF workbook helps you master all the greetings. Just print the PDF and practice writing them out. Third, spring words beginners should know. Chances are you don't know enough words to talk about spring. So this bonus lesson will teach you how to say spring, windy, rainy, and much more. Fourth, top 15 phrases for spring break. Want to talk about your spring break plans? This 1-minute lesson teaches you how to say stay home and relax, travel abroad, and much more. And finally, looking for an app that actually gets you speaking? The innovative language learning app skips the random vocab drills and teaches you through real conversations between real native speakers. And all you have to do is press play and follow along. Download it for free on Android, iPhone, and iPad. To get your free gifts of the month, click the link in the description below and download. Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free French ebook before it's gone.
Welcome to Daily French Conversations. In this series, you'll learn practical French phrases for use in social media and in everyday life.
Soirée resto entre mecs. Et moi alors? Ça a l'air délicieux. C'est où? Bon appétit.
Let's review the key vocabulary.
Resto.
Restaurant,
Appétit.
appetite, délicieux,
Delicious.
Avoir l'air.
look,
Moi.
me,
Soirée.
party,
Mec.
guy,
Let's review the key vocabulary. Do you remember how to say
restaurant,
Resto. Resto.
and how to say
appetite,
Appétit. Appétit.
what about
Delicious.
délicieux, délicieux,
let's try
look,
Avoir l'air. Avoir l'air.
Now let's see if you remember how to say
me,
Moi. Moi.
another one. What about
party,
Soirée. Soirée.
do you remember how to say
guy,
Mec. Mec.
let's practice. After the sound, read the phrases out loud. Ready?
Soirée resto entre mecs. Et moi alors? Ça a l'air délicieux. C'est où? Bon appétit!
Learn more French words and expressions for everyday life. Click the link in the description and download your free ebook with 2,000 essential French words. Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free French ebook before it's gone.
Italien, Algérien, Suisse. What do these words mean? Stick around. In this quick lesson, you'll learn French vocabulary from nationalities. Before we start, do you know why French people might say they're from the hexagon when talking about their nationality? Keep watching for the answer at the end. Français. French. Français. Français. In the past, French people used to be called les francs. Les francs, which was also the name of the former currency of France. Susan asks Tom about a performer at a cultural festival. Sais-tu d'où vient cet artiste? Elle est française. Italien. Italian. Italien. Italien. As languages, French and Italian share a lot of common roots. That's why I think it's fairly easy for French people to learn Italian. Patricia asks Lina about a new member of the tennis club. As-tu rencontré le nouveau membre? Oui, il est italien. Algérien. Algerian. Algérien. Algérien. Do you know Zinedine Zidane? He is the most famous French soccer player in history, and he also has Algerian roots. Oscar shows a picture of his friend to Tom. Voici mon ami, il est algérien. Ton ami a l'air sympa. Suisse. Swiss. Suisse. Suisse. In Switzerland, one of the 4 languages spoken is French. Compared to France, they speak with a distinct French accent, but not as strong as Belgium or Canada. Daphne and Alexander chat about a Swiss friend. Tu connais quelqu'un qui est suisse? Oui, mon ami est suisse. Russe. Russian. Russe. Russe. Russian people tend to speak very good French, and with a good accent as well. Susan asks Tom about his friend. D'où vient ton ami? Je crois qu'il est russe. Portugais. Portuguese. Portugais. Portugais. There are a lot of French people with Portuguese roots. Lina and Daphne discuss Portuguese nationality. As-tu rencontré une personne portugaise? Oui, je connais un musicien portugais. Canadien. Canadian. Canadien. Canadien. French speakers in Canada speak with the original accent of French. They also have a lot of French slang words that we have no idea about in France. Susan asks Lina about a mutual friend. Quelle est sa nationalité? Elle est canadienne. Allemand. German. Allemand. Allemand. In the regions around the French and German border, both French and German people tend to speak both French and German. Susan asks Oscar about a new member in their photography club. Tu sais d'où vient le nouveau membre? Il est allemand. Espagnol. Spanish. Espagnol. Espagnol. There are a lot of French people with Spanish roots, especially in the southwest part of France. Patricia asks Michelle about Spanish nationality. As-tu déjà rencontré une personne qui est espagnole? Oui, je connais un chef espagnol. Américain. American. Américain. Américain. In the southern part of Louisiana, especially in New Orleans in the southeast, a lot of American people have French roots. Jack and Susan chat about a group of tourists. D'où viennent-ils? Ils sont américains. Let's review. You'll see the words in English, and your job is to say the words in French. Ready? Do you remember how to say French? Français. Français. And how to say Italian? Italien. Italien. How about Algerian? Algérien. Algérien. Do you remember how to say Swiss? Suisse, Suisse. And how to say Russian? Russe, Russe. Let's try Portuguese. Portugais, Portugais. What about Canadian? Canadien, Canadien. Now let's see if you remember how to say German. Allemand, Allemand. Another one. What about Spanish? Espagnol, Espagnol. And finally, do you remember how to say American? Américain, Américain. Do you know why French people might say they're from a hexagon when talking about their nationality? France is often called l'Hexagone due to its roughly hexagonal shape. It's a fun way for French people to describe their country's geography when talking about their nationality. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to practice these new words and phrases. And see you next time!
Want to boost your vocabulary so you can speak more of the language? If you're a beginner, the best way is to focus only on a special set of words, the core words, and you'll see why in just a bit. But first, if you don't yet have access to our language learning system, sign up for a free lifetime account right now. Just click the link in the description to get your free lifetime account. What are core words? So imagine this. You're a beginner. You download a vocabulary app and it starts teaching you words like economics, xylophone, and zebra. If you're a beginner, these are not exactly useful words, right? Well, that's the exact opposite of what core words are. And that's just an example of how to learn vocab the wrong way. So if you see an app teaching you that, run far, far away. Core words are a special set of words all beginners should start with. They're words we use most in daily life. Words like I, you, yes, no, this, and that. And this is where you should start learning vocab as a beginner. The top 100 core words make up about 50% of everyday conversations. The top 200 core words cover 60 to 70%. If you go to 300, that's 80% of everyday conversations. So if you start with the core words first, instead of learning random words, you'll start understanding everyday conversations sooner than later. Even if you don't understand everything and you can only pick out a few words, you're on the right track. So how do you get started learning the core words? How to get the core 100 words. This part is for people that are using our learning system. With our system, you get the core 100 words for free. Just head to the vocabulary menu on our site and click on 100 most common words. And the way it works is you get all the words up front. Each word comes with a picture, the translation, audio pronunciation, and sample sentences so you can get a feel for it. And this is where you start. All the words are here. So if you're not a member, just sign up for a free lifetime account to get access. Now, how do you actually learn the words? You don't have to memorize them. There are easier ways. The easiest way to learn the core 100 words. The easiest way is with our audio slideshow tool, and it's also free for everyone. You'll find this tool right there with the core 100 words. Just click on View Slideshow, and the audio slideshow will play the words on loop for as long as you want it to, until the words are stuck in your brain. You can switch the translation audio on or off and play it in the background while you're doing something else. If there are certain words you want to focus on later, you can send them to your word bank to review later. You can also pop them into our spaced repetition flashcards to really master them. Just select all words, hit Add All Words, then choose your flashcard deck. But the audio slideshow is the easiest way because you can play the words on loop in the background until you know them in and out. And you can easily start understanding everyday conversations just by starting with the first 100 core words. So if you want to learn the language and get access to these learning tools and our learning system, sign up for a free lifetime account right now. Just click the link in the description to get your free lifetime account. Great work! Here's a reward. Speed up your language learning with our PDF lessons. Get all of our best PDF cheat sheets and ebooks for free. Just click the link in the description.